All right, let's dive right into one of the most challenging and maybe controversial ideas from Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. We're breaking down law number 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Now, this one's a real head scratcher, right? It goes against pretty much everything we're taught about loyalty. But as you'll see, in the world of power, whether it's ancient courts or modern offices, the rules can be very, very different.
Green doesn't waste any time hitting us with this stunner right at the top. It's a statement designed to flip everything you think you know on its head. It really makes you stop and question your assumptions, doesn't it? And that's exactly what we're going to do. So you've got to be asking, why on earth would Green make such a provocative claim? I mean, how could someone you trust possibly be a greater threat than someone who's openly against you? Well, let's break down his logic, starting with the hidden traps of bringing friends into the power game. So here's the deal. Green argues that mixing your professional ambition with personal friendship is a really dangerous cocktail. You know, all the things that make a friendship great, the informality, the emotional connection, that shared history, those can become huge liabilities when things like promotions, money, or real power get involved. And this gets right to the heart of it. The danger isn't that your friends are secretly bad people. It's just human nature. That emotional closeness makes friends uniquely vulnerable to one of the most toxic emotions out there, envy. See, an enemy expects nothing from you. But a friend? Well, a friend can start to feel like they deserve what you have.
When you hire or promote a friend, you completely change the dynamic of the relationship. Your act of kindness can, believe it or not, feel like a condescending favor to them. As you see here, they might start to feel they deserved that good fortune, that it wasn't some gift from you. And that's exactly how resentment and envy start to build, quietly, under the surface, until one day, the friendship is just gone.
To really see how this plays out, Green gives us this classic historical example of what he calls a transgression of the law. It's the tragic story of a Byzantine emperor who made one single fatal mistake. He trusted his best friend. Just put yourself in his shoes for a second. You're a young ruler. Your court is absolutely filled with schemers and conspirators. You are desperate for just one person, one single person you can truly rely on. Who do you turn to? For Michael III, the answer seemed pretty obvious. He turned to his best friend, Basilius. Now get this, Basilius was the head of the royal stables. He had absolutely zero experience in government. But hey, he was a friend, right? What could possibly go wrong? So Michael just showered him with titles and wealth, believing that their personal bond was the ultimate guarantee of loyalty. But this is exactly where the law kicks in. That unearned favor became a kind of poison. Basilius, now with a taste of real power, grew resentful and envious of the very man who gave it all to him. The friendship just dissolved under all that pressure, and the trust Michael placed in his friend, well, it ultimately led to his own assassination. Okay, so if friends are so dangerous in these situations, what's the alternative? This is where Green's law gets really fascinating. He argues that you should actually learn to use your enemies, to transform them into your most reliable and loyal assets. This little comparison really gets to the heart of the law. A friend, feeling all secure in their position, can grow lazy, they can take you for granted. But a former enemy, they're operating with no safety net. They have absolutely everything to prove, and they know that one mistake could be their last. That constant pressure keeps them laser-focused, alert, and often way more loyal than someone who just feels entitled to your trust. And here's the bottom line, straight from Green. Loyalty from a former enemy isn't based on messy, shifting emotions. It's built on a clear-eyed calculation. They have to prove their value to you every single day. And that kind of motivation is a powerful, reliable force you can count on. Now, to see how this principle can be used effectively, Green tells the story of Emperor Sung of China. Here was a leader who faced a circle of powerful rivals and turned a dangerous situation into an absolute masterclass in strategy. Okay, check out this brilliant move. First, he gets all his potential rivals together for a banquet, but instead of threatening them, he actually confesses his own vulnerability. Then he doesn't demand their loyalty. No, he offers them a golden parachute, a life of total luxury in exchange for their power. In one move, he turned his enemies into happy, neutralized subjects. He didn't just defeat them, he co-opted them, which is a way more powerful solution. So what do we do with all this? I mean, the goal isn't to become some paranoid loner who trusts no one. It's about developing a strategic understanding of human nature, mastering that delicate balance between personal warmth and professional caution.
You know, in a weird way, enemies are actually useful. They keep us on our toes, they stop us from getting lazy or complacent. This law demands that we judge people based on their actual skills and actions, not just their friendly words and warm feelings. The whole point is to be clear-eyed, not cold-hearted.
What this law is really trying to teach is the art of strategic awareness. And this isn't paranoia, it's pragmatism. It's the ability to look past those simple labels of friend and enemy and to see the complex web of self-interest that really motivates every single one of us. And let's be super clear here. This is the crucial takeaway. Greene is not telling you to ditch all your friends. He's advising you to compartmentalize. Think of it like building a wall between your personal friendships and your professional needs. Enjoy your friendships, cherish them. But when a critical project or your career is on the line, choose proven competence over comfortable familiarity. Every time. And we'll end on the law's most chilling, most provocative statement. If you have no enemies, find a way to make them. It's just a stark reminder that in the world of power, conflict and competition aren't just inevitable, they are necessary. They are the very forces that keep you sharp, focused, and ultimately effective. A truly unsettling thought to leave you with.